All right.
It's the Yep Yeah Yes podcast with Marisa and Teresa.
Look, I'd rather be a gambler than a weed head.
I walked in, sat down, had to leave, and violently vomited.
I'm not going down that hole. I'm not. Don't even try me. Not today, Satan. Not today. I value my friendship. You're the cream. And the coffee is life. Life. You bring cream to my life.
Ooh, I'm not sure.
Once a week for an hour.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
I love when you wear that color yellow, by the way.
It's good on dark-skinned people.
It's good on your tone, everything. How's your day going? How's your week? How's your cough?
Cough is, ever since really I feel like wearing a mask helps for many reasons.
Oh, yeah. Well,
my
particles,
allergies
yeah.
are not like they usually are.
Mm-hmm.
Not coughing. I mean, I'm still coughing, but not like, normally. And it's weird because where we live, it's like, I feel like I'm shamed when I wear a mask in Suffolk. And in Nassau, it's like everybody wears a mask. The further you go out east, the less amount of people are wearing masks.
Really?
Yeah. It's crazy. I'm like, what the? I'm looking at people and they're looking at me and I'm like, there's places where I'm the only one wearing a mask when I go out east. But the further I go towards Nassau, it's like more people have masks. Not to say that people don't have masks in Nassau and that people don't wear masks in Suffolk, but it's just, I can see the split. It's weird.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Because I appreciate when somebody has a mask on and they're sick. You can hear them coughing and sneezing, all that stuff. So please wear a mask. But it's so funny because I haven't noticed. I gotta take a look. I gotta start to notice these things.
It's weird. And then like, they're just, I don't know. I don't understand like people that like are in between. Like, why do you have a mask on your chin? Just take it off.
Oh, yeah.
You're in the store with a mask on your chin. Just take it off. Like, what is the purpose of this?
In case somebody said something, they'd have it. I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah.
If you have to wear a mask, then don't wear it at all then.
Yeah. Oh.
And I'm very conscious about, because my thing with it is that with the mask, like, I don't even want to touch the mask.
No, you're not supposed to. Yeah.
Like, I always do this and then loop it in my fingers. So like when I think of like wearing your chin, it's like that those particles coming. I can't.
And just so people know that masks only last, like a medical grade mask only lasts for 2 hours in surgery and they have to change it. So the mask that you're wearing for like 5 days,
no,
and you're touching right in the middle.
I double mask, 2 new masks each day. Like I wash the cloth. I wear a paper mask on my skin and the cloth mask on top of it. It's a new one 2 new ones every day. And I'm grabbing paper masks from my stores because they're just giving out masks now at this point because nobody wants them. So they're just, they have them at the front and like take them. So I grab some, put it in my bag in the car, and I always have 2 masks. But I mean, that's just me. Not everybody, like, you don't have to wear a mask. I'm just saying, like, if you're gonna put one on your face, then just put it all the way on, or don't put it on at all.
I know I'm about to like get into like tretchy territory right now, but I feel like this is one of those arguments that like will happen for like eternity. So companies were able to give away masks, and we have firsthand knowledge of the cost of masks and stuff like that, and that's for every person that walks in the door. But female hygiene products and life-saving medication like insulin, you still have to pay for.
I know.
And some people can't even afford it, and they like insulin. That's sometimes twice a day.
It's crazy. Was I talking to you about WIC? Who was I talking to about WIC?
I don't think it was me.
Oh, no. I was at a party the other day. They were telling me that diapers are not part of WIC.
How is that not part of WIC?
I don't know.
It's women with infant children.
No,
Shouldn't that be like the first thing on the list that's covered?
they're not on.
Women with infant children. Women with infant children.
No, they're not
How
covered.
how are diapers that I think you're blowing my mind right now. How are diapers not covered?
I don't know.
How do they afford diapers then? If you're on WIC, it's because you have a financial need.
I don't know. I can't tell you. I'm just telling you what, like, I didn't verify this information, but it came from a reliable source. You know what I'm saying? Not that that
Is
matters, but
right.
reliable sources can mess up too. But
Yeah.
it's just like, that's something I'm gonna have to Google on my own. But you just made me think of it, the conversation that I had. I'm like, oh.
Let's do a quick Google search.
I mean, we're not gonna make the whole show about this, but it's very interesting.
Are diapers covered by WIC? Aren't covered by diapers are not covered by any state or federal program. Neither SNAP nor WIC covers the cost of diapers. Homie.
I know, right? So while we're talking about female hygiene, is like the basic, a diaper. Like, how is that even possible? Anyway, welcome to America, the greatest country in the world.
But you see all those memes, how like in the European Union, like, yes, I know they pay more taxes, but like you get vouchers if you have like a dietary need, like if you have a gluten allergy, you get vouchers to help with your groceries.
The things that it's like, there is no perfect union. There is no perfect.
No, yeah.
So the things that other countries get, I'm sure if we took a look and noticed the things that we get that they don't.
Yeah.
But you would think like something like a diaper
for
hearing aids. Hello.
That is another thing that
I on the next month is my last hearing aid payment for these hearing aids. And then I have to start saving for the next, because you got to every 3 years, every 3 to 5 years. So, but
how is that possible?
I have one more payment left, and I'm sitting here trying to figure out, okay, do I make a payment on the hearing aid, delay it, or do I go out to eat? Although, you know what I'm saying? No, it's like one of those things that you can, like, obviously, I'm joking,
but the two shouldn't even be like, this shouldn't even be a joke.
Right. It's just crazy.
I'm
definitely going out to eat. Damn, a hearing aid. It's already in my ear. What they can't sell it to nobody else.
What?
So.
What boggles my mind is just like you had no self-harm in your hearing loss. You know what I mean? Like you didn't do physically anything to say like, okay, listen, you decided to like put an air horn in your ear.
Right.
Because you thought hearing aids would be cool. We're not going to cover them. I'll even take that. It's something that you were born with and it's a vital necessity. I think hearing someone, or even like, an ambulance, like if you're driving and you have to hear an ambulance or emergency service, like it's important for you to hear. I just can't.
I don't know, whatever. Crazy.
And then I just can't. I don't really get it. I don't get it. I just don't get it.
Anyway.
I'm sorry. My mind is so blown right now. I know. So, okay, hold on. So today's show is titled From Kanye to the Olympics. And I kind of want to like make it a little bit broad. But that's, listen, to know that diapers are not covered under WIC or SNAP, women with infant children, financial assistance program, women with infant children, usually infant children wear diapers, and it's not covered.
Use the cloth ones. That's probably their logic. If you're poor, then use cloth ones and wash them. That's the only thing that I can think of that they're like, and that's not like, this isn't the Stone Ages. Like, I know there are people, I know when you had your kids, you put cloth ones on your registry. My sister-in-law put cloth ones on her registry, but that shit didn't last long.
Well, they don't make, funny enough, talk about, they don't make preemie size cloth covers.
We're not talking about preemie size. I'm just saying in general.
No.
Not, go ahead.
No, but even that's not a solution, because the cloth diapers are only a certain size and it has to be folded in a certain way. So it's only still, yet again, we run to the same problem. If you think that you can use cloth is just not a blanket solution for everyone, because it's not reasonable. It's not something that, it's not equitable, and it's not reasonable. These diapers, those cloth diapers, don't fit every child.
But I'm not even talking about the size. I'm just talking about the time that it takes to constantly wash, even if yours fit your kid. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? The time that you're putting in just raising your kid. You know what I mean?
There's a hygiene protocol to that. You can't just throw it in the wash and that's it.
Well, I'm just talking about the time consuming that it takes to have to keep doing that. You're already washing. To me, from what I saw from watching you, and a little bit of watching my sister-in-law, it's like, who has the time to be washing diapers? You know what I mean?
Wow.
So there's a reason why Pampers are in business, and Hugs or
And
Huggies,
it hasn't stopped. Yeah.
because it's economically sound thing to come up with, and just whatever. Anyway, we can save that for another show. I don't want to talk about diapers and babies. I just brought that up as it's just fucked up.
It's very fucked up. Yeah, well, we brought it up too because I was saying how, like, they're giving away like masks in stores now. So like there's income for all these companies and the government, to hand out things to every single human in the United States. But, for what do we account for now? 51% of the population. We can't have things to help basic hygiene that we didn't ask for. But okay. So I have a question for you. Do you find the Olympics to be a source of national pride?
I think as they, like, when they're not going on, no. But when we're in the midst of it, and then the news starts like, the US has 10 medals. Germany has 2 medals. When they start doing the countdown, you're like, yeah, or you
Yeah.
pass the bar and everybody's like cheering on a soccer team. So you start feel like, pride. But like today, no. In 2 weeks, maybe.
So it's I know like the Olympics are very tricky in terms of like okay, so like Puerto Rico is represented in the Olympics apart from the United States.
Well, my opinion about that is like, so y'all want to say that it's us versus y'all, then we're gonna be us versus y'all. You want to treat us like second-class citizens, then we're gonna come up with our own shit and deal with it. And our medals don't count towards US medals. So don't be trying to do the trickery when we beat you. It's like, well, it's still US. I don't want to hear that.
So here's the thing though. So I've had this argument, I think, until it changes. This is going to be my argument till the day I die. Yes, it's a Commonwealth of the United States. Yes, you were born as a natural born citizen of the United States. Yes, they do benefit to some federal programs, but not all. But they're also not represented in government. So what you give has had no say or no redefinition from its citizens. You embargo our ports, so things are 10 times more expensive. So it's almost like a bridge. So Puerto Rico is like a bridge. So when companies port there, they can't unload. And if they unload, all that money goes to the US, continental US, the United States, not Puerto Rico. So you take our money, you take our lands, but we go take our medals. But anyway, but yes, we are United States citizens, naturalized citizens. Anyway, so it's tricky to have a sense of pride because
let me just say, so you can differentiate really quick, and you can, don't forget what you were going to say. But when you say we, you also have to like let people know that Puerto Ricans are born on the mainland too. They're not just because you're Puerto Rican doesn't mean that because you're saying it's like you were not born in Puerto Rico. So you know what I'm saying? So you can differentiate yourself as a Puerto Rican, just like any other place. Like I can be Jamaican and born first generation Jamaican. I'm not Jamaican for all those wondering where your people from. I'm just saying, I use that as an example, but I can, it's one of those things where a person can say we and not truly mean wholeheartedly we in terms of like not being born there. You know what I'm saying? So you weren't born in Puerto Rico. So saying we, you're saying we as my people, Puerto Rico, but not we as like, yeah, I was born there too. So you're not reaping the same benefits. They're not reaping the same benefits that you as somebody born in New York is reaping.
Why not?
It's just, that's how the government's set up. It's fucked up.
No, but hold on. But they are reaping almost the same benefits, because here's the catch 22 in all this. Just like if I move out of my county, certain benefits from my county, right? I leave, I go to another county. It's the same exact thing. So when a Puerto Rican citizen, US citizen, moves from the mainland Puerto Rico to mainland United States, it's just like moving from a different county, somebody going from Texas to New York.
But the people in Puerto Rico, do they get the full 100% benefits of the people that are in Florida?
But you as a New Yorker don't get the full benefits for somebody in Florida.
But I'm talking about government wise. Like US, there's things that they can't vote in. There's like a whole, they're a territory. So there's going to be certain things that they're not going to get the full benefit of somebody in Florida. You know what I mean?
So, okay, so hold on. So funny that, okay, so I'm going to go down a rabbit hole now because that's where my brain is. So here's the thing too. So like now you're talking about these so there's no representation in federal government. No. But at the same time, it's also not fair on the mainland United States, because you have these prison counties in the middle of who knows where, right? And they're counting those citizens for representation in government, but those citizens can't vote, but their person is counted as far as electoral votes. So it's not equal and it's not equitable in many parts of the country, not just Puerto Rico, but I'm saying that but I'm going to continue to say we, because it's a personal, as someone who did live there and somebody who feels very personal about it, I'm going to continue to say we.
You should. I'm just saying, I wanted people to differentiate the fact that I'm just saying that you can say we, those are your people. Just like I say we with Black people, that don't mean, you know what I'm saying? Like all Black people are not a monolith. But what, go ahead.
But the difference is, yes, but it's just like moving from county to county. If I'm in the island of Puerto Rico, no, there's certain elections that I can't participate in. But if I move to New York, Florida, Rhode Island, whatever, my elections change. So it's just not equal, it's not fair, and it's not equitable when it comes to how the island is treated. But there's also so much corruption.
Move over, because you keep going into like not in the frame.
This way?
Yeah, that's perfect. When you were leaning over, you're like out of the, I don't know if you know.
No, I did it. But not only that, we also treat ourselves like the worst ever, because we have like 70 municipalities on this tiny ass island, and we're so corrupt within ourselves. If you go to this island, you would be so sad. Like here we are fighting to be recognized and to be higher, but then how we treat each other is the most grotesque. And I don't know why, and I don't know how that can change or fix, but the way the government itself is corrupt, it is the most, it's an atrocity. But you know, here I am stepping on the neck of somebody else, asking for equal and equitable. Look at the island right now. There's again power outages. There's trucks are on strike. So the shelves for the grocery stores are bare. There's no gasoline to fill up your cars. Like, this is the shit that we do to each other. I can't even, but you have the right to, these truckers have the right to protest, and they should, to get what they're asking for. but at the same time, we're willing to let our own people starve. It's just the most, I don't know. It's very sad what's happening right now, and how we continue, and we have so many people moving out of Puerto Rico for a better life here on, the continental United States. I just can't. I'm spiraling, but that's not what I was trying to do. Olympics, source of pride. While you're in it, yes. Right now, not so much.
Pretty much. That's how I feel. Like when I'm like right now, I don't know. I don't think they had their opening ceremonies. I think it's tonight. And so when you
They
start seeing them, in their everybody in the matching uniforms, but it's gonna be weird because there's no fans. It's not, and it's not every teammate. Like they made it so that you can only arrive in Tokyo if your event is within 5 days.
did you see there was like a little what do you call it? I can't even, like, I'm having such a hard time to find the words.
You just love being out of frame.
Really?
I don't know. Maybe the way your thing is at. I mean, people listening don't care.
Oh, I see. Because I'm leaning into, I keep, and backwards. Okay. I Lord Jesus. So do you remember?
I don't know.
What?
Nothing. Go ahead. Do I what?
I really, you know what? One day I'm gonna get it right. It's not gonna be today,
And the
but one
show's
day
gonna be over. People are gonna be looking at repeats and like, wish they were
what are
still
you doing?
recording.
Oh Lord. Look at this. Still, there is. Can you see this?
Yes.
Did I do this right? Oh, okay. So there is a Tonga from Brazil from the 2016 Olympics. He came out bare chested and everyone loved it. So now somebody new. Tonga goes viral at the Olympics. Now, hold my flag. We got a new shirtless, oily, beefed up beefcake to look at.
He does. He looks like an Olympian. Like when you think of Olympians, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's weird.
Now, is he an Olympian? Right? Because he's holding a flag, or is he just part of the opening ceremony?
I don't know. I have no idea. I'm just saying he looks like, if you guys are listening, go to the video if you can, or Google Tonga, or Vanuatu, Vanuatu, and take a look at this guy. And yeah, he looks to me,
Chiseled by
I
the
would envision
gods.
as an Olympian. I don't, but what is an Olympian? Olympian can be, they come in all sizes, shapes, colors, creeds, everything. But, Olympic god, this was the guy
Yeah.
with his face mask.
if that ain't 2021 Olympics, I don't know what is.
I don't know. This whole, it's really the 2020 Olympics.
And then the two ladies from the US women's soccer team, they did a makeshift video of their own opening ceremony because they couldn't be there. And it was them like in a hallway, like dancing a little bit.
It's a mess. It's a mess.
Yeah.
Do you think they should held the Olympics or canceled them?
I don't know. I don't know. Because it's like, if you cancel it, these people have worked so hard. But then what's worse, canceling the whole thing, or the week before when you're getting your last COVID test clearance and you test positive and now you can't compete?
That's horrible. And you're vaccinated.
That is some old bullshit, I have to tell you, though. That is the worst part of it.
That's the worst part, is like, you're vaccinated, you test positive. On the bright side, you're probably not, you're likely not going into the hospital for COVID. But
Thankfully.
you're probably asymptomatic for the most part. Most people are, but you can't compete. That sucks. And then to know, like, who did you get it from? You know what I mean? You just don't know. It could be anybody. And then you're home and you're salty at all the people that aren't vaccinated around you. Like, motherfucker, you blew my shot. That's my only shot.
But it could have been anybody, because vaccinated people can still
no, I know. I'm just
transmit.
saying,
So it's like literally anything.
I'm saying because they're so salty, they blaming unvaccinated. You know?
Yeah.
So.
Homie, that is
It sucks,
terrible.
It is what it is. It's this is part of 2020. 2020 continues in 2021. It's a pandemic and there are consequences. And, you know, it is what it is. It sucks. But, you know, people didn't get to play in a lot of sports this year and last year.
Right.
And I know they trained for 4 years for this moment, but unfortunately, you know, they're gonna have to wait to 2024 if they're still, you know, if they can qualify. That reminds me of like the girl Sha'carri Richardson. Like, you know, she smoked some weed and now she's like, I think her life actually turned out a little bit better not being in the Olympics. But I mean,
we're gonna wait, hold on. That's my bridge topic. Don't talk about her yet. Don't talk about her yet. I just want to highlight quickly, a Stanford med student became Puerto Rico's first female rower in Tokyo Olympics.
You gonna play the video?
No, I didn't. I only screenshotted.
Oh, okay.
The I'm not like, listen, homie, I'm not like you.
Okay.
Her name is Veronica Toro. What?
I'm not saying anything. I just saw the play. I didn't know that you couldn't. Anyway.
No, your production value is way above me. But homegirl, congratulations to you, Veronica Toro Arana, first female rower to compete in the Olympics, who just so happens to be a Stanford med student. So I don't know if that's a flex or not, if that matters to you, but there we go. Okay. Hold on. So we said from Olympics to Kanye.
Are we done with the Olympics?
No, we're going to talk about Sha'carri Richardson. Okay, so she qualified for the 100 meter. What was it? I don't remember now.
I believe it was 100 meter.
100 meter, right? Homegirl was on her FloJo shit. She's homegirl still running. And she got banned.
She's a runner.
She's a runner. She's a track star. She got banned from the Olympics, or no, not banned. Is the wording banned?
Suspended.
Suspended. Thank you. Suspended from the Olympics for smoking marijuana.
Testing positive.
Testing positive for smoking marijuana. She found out that her mother passed away from a reporter and had a moment. And take your moment, girl. But come to find out, so Yeezy is, which I love, what I love about Senor West is that, so he has 6 million followers on Instagram. And he only follows Kim Kardashian West, which I still hold out hope for.
As he should, of his kid. If you want to know, if you want to see his kids, that's the person to follow.
Yeah, but you know
what? She posts pictures of her kids all day. So if you want to see different pictures all day, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no. What I mean to say is, like, you know, like, I'm still holding out hope that they're gonna find their way back to each other, because they just seem so fitting to each other. I know. Listen, I'm obsessed. I love it. I love. But homegirl on I just love this video, and I didn't dang it, I didn't save the video. But Kanye West posted his album's coming out, or is coming out. He did the audio to a Beats Apple Music. I'm sorry, I'm just like lost in the whole
I
thing.
know. I'm like,
So,
oh my gosh, Marissa. Do you want me to play the video?
yes, do you have it?
Oh my gosh.
Yes. This is so good.
Wait a second. I gotta I have to share my screen. So
But who really won at the end of this? Like you said before. So Kanye West, No Child Left Behind. Listen.
I'm gonna share the video. I get your thoughts together.
Okay, thank you. So it's a Beats Studio Buds / Nike / Kanye West / Sha'carri Richardson commercial. It is, the shots are done so well. Love it all. I love it all.
And it's to me, it's like she, that the Olympics, like people are equating like, well, she still got the bag. The Olympics is not about money for the athlete, you know, like this country is so obsessed with money. Like everything is not about getting the bag. I mean, yeah, she's getting the bag, you know, from Apple, but I'm sure, or Beats, Apple Beats, whatever. But I'm sure, like competing in your first Olympics, what that must feel like for an athlete who trains their entire life for this moment, it's gotta be devastating. And so I'm sure she's, you know, living her best life and getting accolades. You don't gotta, you know, sleep on those dusty box beds or whatever, but she's still getting to, she's still not being able to compete. The same thing goes with Coco Gauff. Like she won a master's, you know, a major, but I'm sure being able to compete in her first Olympics was like, that's what they root for. That's what they want. You know what I mean? And so it's sad. It's sad. It still sucks. Well, money is great, but I mean, people should have more goals than just, you know, a dollar bill.
I just put a picture of the box bed, and somebody made a great point on Twitter with like, the reason for the box bed is to help curb the transmission of possible COVID while the Olympians are competing, that the box collapses should there be adult time, consensual adult time. But what somebody made a great point was, you have the world's most elite athletes in one place. Let's see if these elite athletes can figure out how to do something not laying down.
I'm gonna just say this from personal experience. Bed is not always the optimal, you know, location.
No.
I'll leave it at that. I'm a grown ass woman, so leave me alone.
What does that mean?
No.
You want to elaborate?
Family and friends that may be watching, listening.
I love the support of family. Talk about family and friends. I just put up a picture of, I believe that's Chicago, right? Or is that,
I don't know her kids like that. I don't know them like that. This is your people's.
They really are.
And who is she, for people that are listening?
So there's Kim Kardashian West, Kanye West's wife, mother of his 4 children. She is holding, I think that's Sam, the third child, first boy.
Anywho.
Second boy, third child. So and then there's Khloe Kardashian, support at their listening party. I love to see it. I still have hope. I still think because she's wearing red and he's wearing red, I still think that there's like, you know how he's very into visuals and collabing on how things look. So I'm hoping that there's like an amicable communication between them and where it goes from here. I'm still holding out hope. I know he's rumored to be gallivanting with somebody else, but perhaps that's just something that he needs at the moment. I don't know. I'm trying to make every excuse I can think of. I hold out hope.
Well, what do you think? I did hear that he has a Jay-Z song.
I heard it.
I didn't listen.
I
You heard the song? Or you
I
heard
didn't hear I heard a clip. I
okay.
heard a clip. I have to tell you, homie, I'm loving all of it. I'm loving everything about it. I think there's going to be a new Urban Dictionary definition for cap and red cap. So I feel like he really put himself in a place to go back to his creative, like genuinely the clips that I've heard, the snippets that I've heard so far are just so good. Like the arrangement, the production, all of it, the verses, the topics, all of it. It again feels like somebody that's hungry and somebody that's like, you know, you and I have been in music for a really long time, or we were in music, and we're fans of art and artistry, and I feel like there's somebody that's that hungry artist that's giving it like, this is my only shot and I got to make it,
Right.
and then there's the like, let me just put something out so people can listen and buy. I need to go on vacation.
Well, he's always been like about creativity.
Yeah.
Like, that's always been his, his thing. But I don't know. I just like I remember Kanye back when a mutual friend of ours used to refer to him as Kanye West, because he was a producer on Jay-Z's album late 90s, early 2000s, back when we were Damn Goody. And I don't feel like the Kanye ever lost his creativity. I feel like it's always been there.
Oh yeah.
But with that being said, I've also not always been a fan of his. Like, I'm not, like, I don't know if I have any of his albums. I've never streamed an album. There's songs that I know and I get down to it, and when I hear it, I'm like, yeah, it's a good song. But I've never been a fan of his in that respect. And I feel like I'm a music head, but I know what I like and I know what I don't like, and I don't like the antics. The antics always turns me off of artists when they act like crazy. Quote, crazy is probably the wrong word, because he said he's diagnosed with mental illness, but look, he's got too many strikes against him for me to even support him. Even back to like slavery was a choice. Like, really, bro? Like, I can't get past that. He ain't never apologized for that. I'm never gonna support him. I'm never gonna support him monetarily with my money. I'll listen if he comes on the radio, cool. If I'm at a party or a club or something and they play his music, then fine. But I'm never gonna go out and buy tickets to any of his shows. Like, I don't even think I got Watch the Throne. If I do, somebody gave it to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But whatever. I do understand, and I respect his creativity. I know that he's an absolute genius behind the boards, but just
That's
like
it.
like on like I found out, like, how like you find out brand new information and then you like, damn, this motherfucker, I was wrong about them and I don't know if I can like get behind them anymore.
Oh, that happens to me all the time.
So, but Eric Clapton, it's like, whoa, he's a racist?
Wait, what happened? Because hold on a second. No, you can't just drop this and walk away.
So he came out and he was like, he's canceling any he's not doing any shows or where the arena says that you have to be vaccinated, because he's an anti-vaxxer, and he has the right. If you don't want to do a show where the venue says that everybody got to be vaccinated and you choose, well, then I'm not doing the show, then you have every right not to do that. You know what I mean? But after that, then all this other stuff like came to light. Like, obviously when somebody does something in the public eye, when a public figure does something, all the receipts start coming and you're like, wait, what
happened now?
No, this is from years ago. I had no idea that like he had made these racist comments at a show. So he said, let's see, Jamaicans don't belong here. He's talking about Europe. Jamaicans don't belong here. We don't want them here. This is England. This is a white country. We don't want any black people. And we don't see it's blurred out. We don't want any black blurred out and blank living here. We need to make clear to them that they are not welcome. England is for white people, man. This is Great Britain, a white country. What is happening to us? What is happening to us, for God's sake? Throw the blank out. Keep Britain white. So I had to verify
You and I
that.
have.
I had to verify it, and he actually did say that. And he came out and he apologized. He said he was drunk, and then he was laughing. He's like, you know, you say things when you're drunk.
You and I have seen him on tour with multiple other black artists.
His thing when he said, let me see if he where the apology. Oh, he addressed the comments. I did really offensive things. I was a nasty person. Before describing himself as full tilt racist. I think it was based on the Arabic invasion. There was this sort of air of this in the early 70s. I'm not excusing myself. It was an awful thing to do, he said, before adding, I think it's funny, actually. So back to Kanye. There's things that you find out and things that people do, and it's like, damn, I can't support you no more. You know
wah, wah.
So that's how I feel about that. It's like people feel that way about like Doja Cat, where she was supposedly in chat rooms.
Yeah.
So everybody's got their own thing, but when it comes to Kanye, it's like, bro, you're just too weird for me. Like I can't. You make great music. I mean, there's songs that I'm just like today. I still have the Nas song he did Nas's last album a couple albums ago, and he had a song called Cop Shot the Kid, and that is like one of my favorite Nas tracks. And it's like, damn, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
But I'm never gonna go, like, I don't care if he goes on tour with New Edition. I ain't going. And so, but I know you want them back together. You love them together. They're a perfect match and yada, yada, yada. And that's fine.
I do. And it is what it is. It's okay. It's okay. All right. So I'm going to now transition to.
Okay, let's transition on my end, I guess. Oh, I gotta play the music. Damn, see, I was not.
Marisa's Musings.
Oh shit. See, now you need to save that to your tablet.
Yeah. No, see, now that's too much because I won't be able to do it.
Oh, you'll be fine. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay, so I treated myself to this is a rant. Don't start. It's my musing. I treated myself to a beach bicycle, this beautiful lime green beach bicycle that I've wanted for a really long time. I think it was about 3 weeks ago now. And in the mornings, while everyone's safe in their slumber, I wake up, put my earbuds in, put on a meditation, and just take a nice little bike ride up and down the block, maybe 2 blocks, maybe 3 blocks. And you know how you get on YouTube and it goes and it goes and it goes. And I was just in a rhythm, in a groove. This was a couple days ago. It was very cloudy. And for those of you that don't know, I have a really bad sun allergy. So I can't really be out, in the sun too long. So this is why, like, some mornings I'm able to go, some I'm not. But this day, it just so happened to be, very cloudy day. So I took an extra block and I'm pedaling and I'm listening. And it happened upon, and I have no idea who to give credit to because it was on YouTube. And as I was biking, I was thinking and I didn't get back to it. Somebody talked about celebrating ordinary, celebrating the average. And I was like, what? And he goes, we put so much emphasis on getting the bag. We put so much emphasis on being the number one, being the greatest. And he goes, everybody can't be a bad bitch. What about the ordinary bitch who doesn't want to be a bad bitch? What about she doesn't have her long nails? She doesn't even go get her nails done. She barely brushes her hair, but she gets up and goes. And I was thinking to myself, oh my gosh, I'm definitely not a bad bitch, by no means. Under that definition, like I barely brush my hair. I probably wash it once a week, if I'm lucky. But I was thinking to myself, I get what he's saying. And sometimes the message gets lost in the delivery. But we're talking about the Olympics, we're talking about Kanye West, where even if we don't like him, we still celebrate the fact or recognize the fact that there is a genius part of it. We celebrate so many of these accomplishments, the amazing things. But what about the everyday? What about the, you're still getting up and going to work. You're still getting up despite medical, physical, emotional challenges that you might have. You're still doing what you need to do for your self-care. And celebrating that ordinary, especially as we're celebrating the top athletes of the universe, is something that I want to make sure that we understand and continue to do. Celebrating your average, ordinary, everyday is still just as important as looking at that bad bitch, looking at that gold medal, silver, bronze athlete, even the ones that just made it there, didn't even place, but you still made it. You're still an Olympian. So with that, I say, continue to do what you do every day. Continue to be your amazing, everyday, ordinary self. And if you got lost in the message, I apologize. Perhaps my delivery was not what you needed to hear. But again, I say, celebrate the everyday and the ordinary, because your accomplishments only matter to you and will only matter if they mean something to you. And with that, I say, homie, where can they catch us?
Well, they can catch us at the Yep Yeah Yes podcast on Instagram and Twitter, Facebook, Tumblr, iTunes, Google Play Music, Spotify, Podbean, iHeartMusic, everywhere. If you can't catch us, you're not trying hard enough. And if you don't want to listen to us, you just want to watch us, and you want to see the clips that Marisa posted for the first time, congrats on you. You can catch us on YouTube. Just watch us there, and shout out to all the haters on YouTube. Like, for real, like, I don't understand people that just, like, for real, like, people really have a lot of negativity out there. I mean, we say negative stuff on the show, but it's like a talk show. Like, we talk things out, we're not we say things that are cringeworthy and that, you pray that your employers never see, but at the end of the day, it's like,
man,
we're just sharing thoughts, So anyway, yeah, you can catch us everywhere.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.
Be ordinary.
People.